Today, I'm going to teach you how to create the perfect email calendar for your e-commerce store so you can generate more revenue in 3 easy and quick steps. First off, my name's Michael. I've helped generate over $50 million in email revenue for e-commerce stores. We work with brands of all shapes and sizes, from multinational brands like Cal Corporation and Unilever to growth stage brands and even brands that are just starting up. Okay, without waiting further, let's dive into how you can create the perfect email calendar for your e-commerce store, quick and easy, and that's gonna make you more money and more sales. So the first step that we want to do is try and prepare ourselves. So these first 2, campaign ideation, email swipe file, a lot of this is just preparation. Once you've completed it, it's like set it and forget it. You can come back to it anytime. And then the only recurring task you have to do is the actual campaign calendar planning. So first is campaign ideation. So I know everybody hates doing the monthly campaign calendar because a lot of times you don't know what to say, you don't know what to talk about, what emails are we going to put out there. So make it easier for yourself and have a bunch of content pillars and topics within them that you can reference anytime so that you can quickly pick and choose what you want in your monthly email calendar. So what we're going to do is create campaign pillars and then topics within them, and then actually talk about the goals of each of these emails and have some references, and the references will be created from your email swipe file. So just quickly looking at what we have, a product focus pillar. So these are all different types of topics where we're really just talking about the e-commerce product. So it can be a product highlight, a bundle highlight, bestsellers, almost sold out, back in stock, product education, product of the month. There's so many of them here, product comparison. And then you want to actually write a description so that people actually know what this is, or you know what it is. So what's a product highlight? What's a product comparison, right? It's when you compare your brand against a well-known competitor or versus generic alternatives. So that's like product focus. And then you should have some other ones like social proof, which is trust building, right? So you're not specifically talking about certain products or benefits and features. You're showcasing reviews and testimonials, user-generated content, media features, award features, authority posts. So if you're in skincare, authorities would be dermatologists. If you're selling a fitness type brand, then there would be fitness influencers that a lot of people know. Then we have more promotional style emails, buy one, get one, clearance, flash sale, free shipping, free gift with product. And then you have some more engagement style content. So it's not really just talking about products or trying to sell them on something. It's just trying to get them to engage with your brand and with your emails. It can be like quizzes in there, loyalty program activation, emails where you ask them to reply to your email. And then we also want to think about lapsed customer re-engagement. So people used to buy from you and stop buying from you. What sort of content can you give them? And then the more of the VIP or active customers who are loyal to your brand, who are fans of your brand and keep buying again. So things for them would be like asking them for user-generated content, offering them a SMS subscription offer, or just a subscription program offer, early access offers behind the scenes, things like that. So once you do that in the description, then you want to write down the goal. Like, what are the goals of each of these campaigns? Bundles, you'd want to increase AOV, some are to increase sales, some's to educate and handle objections, influence emotions to make a sale, build trust, drive sales, build anticipation, inventory cleanup. So there's multiple different goals that you can have for all these topics, and you want to write them down also, because you don't want to just pick some things without actual goals. In one certain month, you may be like, okay, we really want to work on the loyalty program and get people using their points, or get more people onto the loyalty program. You may want to get more people on the subscription program. So write down these goals so you can also filter them and you know what you're trying to do with your campaigns. And then of course you have the references. So the references is the email swipe file. So what you should do is create an account on mill.com and then save your favorite brands or any brand that you find that looks really cool. It may be their content, maybe their design, it could be for multiple reasons. So you come here, I'm signed in and it's got latest brands, emails from brands that I follow. So look in here and I'll follow brands that I also find do a lot of strategic things. So it's not just about sales, and it's not like, here's our product. They do a lot more out of the box thinking, a lot of different content variation, things like that. So find the brands that you like and just follow them, which you can easily do. You click on this, plant people, and there's just a follow button here. If there's a brand you love that isn't on Milled, it's awesome because you can actually just go suggest the brand, email name, the brand name, and everything like that. And then once you submit that, they'll actually send you an email once it's been put into Milled, which usually doesn't take too long, maybe a couple hours. And then you can just go in there, check it out, and then bookmark it or favorite it. Now, once you have a bunch of brands that you love, go ahead and create a email swipe file, right? And you can put it into skincare, beauty, like supplements, food and bev, anything that you like. And then just make sure you put the brand, product, the link to Milled, and also the website URL. And now this would be great if you want to quickly look at some things, some of their emails. But really what you want to do is, of course, find awesome emails, take a screenshot of them, put them into a Google Drive, and then start putting them under what are the campaign topics that this email is talking about. Is this a product highlight? Is it this? So that then you have the Google Drive, and you can go there. So let's look at maybe product comparison. So it's like, oh, what is a product comparison? And then bang, you have like a bunch of cool product comparisons here, and you can just easily see what it's all about. So this one here is an earbud brand, and it is comparing their earbuds against AirPod Pros, right? Triple speaker versus single speaker, 12-hour versus 4-hour. So as you can see, this would be great for prospects who haven't bought before, because they probably have some objections. Why should I buy from this earphone as opposed to Apple? And the reason is blatantly clear here. It's all laid out for them. And that is why you should have some swipe files so you can easily reference emails. Cool. So now we have all the swipe files. So that's number 2 done. Now we want to go to number 3, which is campaign calendar planning. So we have all of this stuff, which is, kind of like our knowledge base, so we can easily reference things or pick and choose. Now's the campaign planning, which everybody hates. So just use a simple sheet, and the easiest way to plan out a month worth of campaigns, or even a quarter worth of campaigns, is to do it like this. Every 4 days, put in an email, right? So we've got Friday, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, put in another email, 1, 2, 3, 4, another one, and keep continuing like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, another email. Set the segment to just be profiles. Anybody who's engaged with your email, clicked, opened. We want to go broad. We want to make sure we hit as many eyeballs as we can, get as many impressions as we can, and reach. Now, you're going to think, okay, well, what do I want to put in these ones that we've done every 4 days? The easiest cadence to use is simply, the first one is focus on trust building and social proof. So you're not trying to sell, you're not trying to really push your product. You're doing things like showing them user generated content. Like, here's the influencers that use our stuff. Reviews, customer reviews and testimonials. This is what we've been featured in. Company vision goals or authority posts, things like that. And then you go 4 days later, and then that's where you go, okay, well, now let's just focus on a product. We've built some trust. Let's show them something that they can buy. So that's the product highlights, product benefits, comparison, talking about ingredients, materials, zooming in on certain things, product education, bundles, everything like that. And now you have filled out a decent amount of the calendar. So once that's done, you now want to add in some more things. So fill in some of the blank spots. So you can do a recurring theme every Monday or any day. So we used to do, for a meditation brand, we do Mindful Mondays. So we knew that the Monday was always taken up. But really, you want to try and make something that anybody would be interested in. It doesn't have to be a customer, or it doesn't have to be a prospect. It's just something that anybody would be interested in. And it can be any of these things. After you've done that, we've got 1 and 2 of them here filled in. Right? So now it's looking a little bit more full. Now we want to try and put in one campaign that is only to prospects. So it can be anywhere in the month, in any of the empty spaces. Why do we just send one that's just to prospects? Because prospects are people who've never bought before. And so once a month, we want to push them to buy. It can be once a month, or it can be every 6 weeks. So every 4 to 6 weeks, give out a nice big promo to them, because there's no point in having a huge email list and there's a bunch of prospects on it that have never bought from you before. We want to turn them into customers. So do one a month or one every 6 weeks, a prospect email. And you want it to be like a sale or promo. So it could be a flash sale, free gift with purchase, some sort of deals, a monthly offer, free shipping, whatever it is. Give them a good offer to try and convert them into a customer. And then we have one more email a month that goes to the more loyal customers, the people who've bought from you more than twice, VIPs, whatever you want to call them. Because we know they love the brand, because they've been coming back to buy, we can then serve them up content such as refer a friend. We can request UGC from them, get them on subscription programs, sneak peeks, early access, surveys, review requests, loyalty program, qualitative research. So that's what you can do there. And then, lastly, we have one thing for lapsed customers. So customers that used to buy and then all of a sudden stopped buying. So we want to try and re-engage them. Now, one thing to note, for the lapsed customers and active customers, you don't really have to make one for them every month. You can just replace these with profiles, or maybe have it here and this one with profiles, and then put out anything that you have going on in the company. If there's a sale or anything else that you want to promote, just put it in there, because you're going to find that in terms of moving the needle, in terms of growth, hitting up active customers and lapsed customers, taking up a campaign every month doesn't actually improve business growth. So this is what a lower volume campaign calendar looks like. We're sending about 3 campaigns a week, which is decent. So I would really recommend this for a brand who's doing under $1 million a month. You don't need to really send more than 2 to 3 emails a week. If you're doing over $1 million a month, then you can really start sending out a lot more emails and start segmenting a lot more. So sending to profiles, who is everybody, sending prospects and customers who've only bought once, and then once again, the active and lapsed customers. So now we have the calendar sort of planned out for a certain month. Now you need more details, of course, because there's a lot more that goes into this besides we're going to send to profiles and it's going to be a review email. We need more details. So what you want to do is create something like a campaign template like this, and you can set up in quarters, so you can try and plan in quarters, get ahead of everything, and then just be agile and change things on the go. And what you want to do here is start putting in more of the details. Here's the send date, here's the send time. What segments are we sending to, and what segments are we going to exclude from this particular campaign? What is the campaign type? Notes about this campaign. Is there an offer? What is the offer? Where should the CTA go? So if they click a button, where should people land? Should it be the homepage? Should it be a product page? Should it be the subscription program information page, or just the collection page? And just set up everything in here. And also for your SMS if you have that, and then it just goes Q2 and Q3, so on and so forth. Cool, so that's it for campaign calendar planning. The first 2 steps, they will take some time, but at least you're gonna build that foundation there, so that once you do start building out calendars, it's super easy. You just plop in where you wanna send an email, who they're going to, what the content pillars should be, and then you can go into your email brief planning, where you have the campaign ideation and decide, all right, out of these pillars, what should the topic be? You have plenty of references there. So it's just gonna make your life 10 times easier. Because you're sending to these broader segments, you're gonna make a lot more revenue instead of being super hyper segmented and trying to send to these smaller segments that you think will be more personalized or effective, which eventually will not be the case. And then you can build out that campaign calendar super easy every month. Now, if you really want to increase campaign revenue, make sure you watch the next video so you can learn how to stay out of the junk and spam inbox, and your emails actually landing in the inbox and people are reading these campaigns and you're generating revenue from them.